Get ready for a shocking expose. In today's episode, we're diving into the controversial cases of dumb Karen attacks the cops. From verbal confrontations to physical altercations, we'll examine the stunning moments when individuals clash with law enforcement. But that's not all. We'll also explore similar cases that will leave you speechless. Join us as we dissect the actions, motivations, and consequences of these explosive encounters. The video begins with an officer asking the woman to drop her belongings, but she refuses and argues that her dad owns the store. As officers attempt to arrest her, she resists, insisting, "Go watch the cameras, it'll make it easy."
Hey, police department, go ahead and drop everything, okay?
I'm waiting for my dad.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter. You should leave right now.
Hey, drop everything.
This is my dad's store. He owns it.
No, he doesn't.
I swear to God, you have to wait.
I will. Nope.
No, we're waiting for my dad.
Hang on.
Stop. Enough.
You guys are both assaulting me.
One second. What happened?
Mama!
Tell me what happened.
What? There's no machines you're allowed to touch me like this.
Stop that shit.
I'm calling the
Walk
Matrix.
back there. I asked her
Right now.
the place.
Rodney,
Okay, did she make any attempt to pay?
let go. Yes, I'll pay. I'll
Did she
pay
try to
now.
walk out the door?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. You're under arrest.
No, I did not. He lied. He wasn't even
Down.
there. I
Stop
watched the cameras.
resisting.
Hey,
The woman resists arrest, insisting her dad owns the store and claiming the officers are acting illegally. She struggles and refuses to cooperate, leading to an intense confrontation.
Stop resisting.
Johnny Hawkins.
Stop resisting.
Johnny Hawkins.
Stop resisting.
Watch the cameras. They said, and I know that I did not walk out of the store. This is illegal.
You're under arrest.
No, don't listen to
Put
me.
your arms behind your back.
No, this is publicity.
And do it now.
No.
Stop.
Nope. There's two Terminators
now.
with me.
Put your arms behind your back.
making this a lot harder than it needs to be, okay?
You're not real.
Get your arm out. This is gonna hurt.
Where the f is the store owner? This should be animated. There's nobody in here watching this. This is illegal.
You need to stop
You know
resisting.
who I am. Stop!
As the struggle intensifies, additional officers arrive and attempt to subdue the woman by holding her arms and applying pressure. She screams in pain and demands they get away. Eventually, the woman is restrained and arrested for shoplifting.
Roll over.
Hang on.
There's no other heart.
What do you need?
Hang on.
Can you get your arm out?
Yep, I got this well.
Ow!
Your arm out?
I got this.
Please.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Get your arm out.
let go of your hair.
I'm trying. Let go. No. No.
Watch your hand.
Yep. Go ahead.
Good.
Okay.
Everyone good?
Yeah. Right. So you're under arrest for shoplifting and resisting arrest.
Two officers escort the woman out of the store, while another officer calls the store employee to verify which items are store property, likely to determine the extent of the alleged shoplifting.
Stand up.
Staff member, please.
Thank you. All right. I got an arm. You got an arm?
Oh.
We're going to walk. When we get to the car, you're going to sit in the back seat. You understand me?
So I need to know out of all this, what is your property so we can deal with it.
All right, sir. That is our property.
Okay, hang on 1 second. This little holder here. Okay, hang on. We're gonna go through each into one. We'll take some video. So here. Okay, so this like first aid kit. Okay. 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 Okay.
Whatever that is.
Yep, it's a
Waistband.
little fanny pack thing. Okay.
All of this clothing that's not in
Okay.
this bag is ours.
Okay. We'll take all this up front and we'll go from there. Sorry. Apologize for making a mess in your store. Yeah, just want to gather up the property. We'll run it up front.
Do you want to go and walk it?
Ow! My f***ing purse.
I know.
My
Walk
leg.
out the door.
As officers attempt to escort the woman out of the store and into a police car, she resists and protests, claiming, "This is fucking illegal, and I'm not resisting." The officers persist, warning her to cooperate and threatening to use force if necessary. The woman continues to struggle, refusing to get into the car and claiming, "You don't exist." The situation remains tense and confrontational.
This is the car you're going to go in. No.
This
You understand?
is illegal.
No, it's not. You are under arrest.
Ma'am, you are supposed to be the only one touching me.
No. Get in the car.
Ow!
No, I'm not. Get in
You
the
are
car.
going to get in the car. Put your feet in.
Okay, chill out for a minute, okay?
You don't exist.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if we're gonna get.
A store employee describes the events leading to the arrest. A woman entered, discarded a spray can, shopped with a cigarette, and claimed to wait for her dad. As she approached the door with armfuls of merchandise, an employee noticed she'd taken shoes that weren't hers, leading to suspicion of theft and eventual arrest.
So she walked in the door. She had like a spray can or something in her hand. She said, "They're trash." I said, "Yeah." She set the can on the counter and made me throw it away. Grabbing stuff, starting to put things in her arms as if she's shopping.
Sure.
Had a cigarette in her mouth. Well, that's kind of weird,
Sure.
Most people don't just shop with a cigarette in their mouth.
Sure.
But then time goes on. She says she's waiting for her dad. We ask her if she needs help. I'll wait for my dad, waiting for my dad. More and more stuff in her arms, and then she starts getting closer to the door. And then Sean, the other employee in shoes, he comes up to me and he lets me know, he goes, hey, those gray and pink shoes, those are not her shoes.
Okay.
Her shoes are in the back. She took hers off and she's wearing those. She's going to steal those.
Okay.
Clarifying the events, the employee confirms the woman wore black shoes into the store, but switched to gray and pink shoes from the store without permission. When she attempted to leave without paying, the employee called 911. The woman made no attempt to pay for the items, despite claiming to wait for her dad. Security had been monitoring her for over an hour before the employee intervened.
At that
So the
point,
shoes she's wearing are not the shoes she came in with? So the shoes that he was telling you she's wearing were not the shoes she walked in the store with?
Correct.
The shoes that she's wearing came from your store?
Correct. The
Okay.
gray and pink shoes came from the store. The shoes
Okay.
she came in wearing were black.
Okay. I got actually question. Did you or any staff members give her permission to take those shoes out and exchange them the way she did and wear them? Okay.
After that, at that point, we kind of proceeded to call security.
Okay.
So we had a gentleman, he's not here anymore, but he was here.
Yep.
And he was monitoring her for a while.
Okay.
And at this point, it had been over an hour. She's
Okay.
been in the store waiting for her dad, And then eventually she starts to just try to leave.
Okay.
So at that point, I'm calling 911.
Okay. So if she's trying to leave, did she make any attempt to pay for the items that she had? So no attempt, just drew it back?
Zero
It was trying to go straight to the door?
Yep.
The woman had previously approached the counter, but didn't attempt to pay for any items. When the manager, JC, asked her to wait in her own shoes, she responded with nonsensical language. The situation escalated, leading to her being charged with shoplifting, obstructing, and resisting arrest.
The one time she came up here, she didn't even really try to pay for anything. She was looking at the food and stuff. And JC, the manager, said, well, can you wait for your dad in your own shoes?
Sure.
And she just kind of gave it was like murmur. It wasn't
Okay.
really English.
Okay.
It was just kind of gibberish. And then she had to continue walking around.
Okay. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
You too.
Thanks, buddy.
This suspect was charged with shoplifting, obstructing, and resisting.
On February 10, 2024, a Florida Fish and Wildlife officer responds to a report of a naked woman swimming in the springs at Silver Springs State Park. Upon arrival, an unknown white male approaches the officer, urging him to hurry and assist the ranger, mentioning an altercation with the subject, which wasn't captured on body cam. The officer's response is documented, with sensitive content censored for privacy.
How you doing? I'm Officer Dixon, Florida Fish and Wildlife. How's it going? Where's your clothes at? Go ahead and stop. Stop for me. Don't approach me. Taser, taser, taser. Where's your clothes at? Where's your clothes at? Where are your clothes at? 6326. You have backup 51?
The naked woman begins wandering around, searching for her boyfriend, while the officer tries to intervene, repeatedly asking her where she's going and where her clothes are, attempting to get her to stop and cooperate.
What's going on? Where are you going? Oh, no. We're not going anywhere. Where are you going? Hey, where are you going? Where are you going? Hello? Go ahead, put your hands behind your back for me. Hey. Hey.
The woman locates her boyfriend and attempts to reach him by climbing a small wall, but the officer uses a taser on her, causing her to fall and scream. The officer calls for backup, but the woman tries to get up again, leading the officer to use the taser a second time. The woman protests, angrily declaring, "Stop, I'm not harming anyone."
Put your hands behind your back. Stop. Stop. You're going to get tased. Hey, you guys know her? Hey. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Roll over. Roll over on your stomach. 6326, taser deployed. Roll over on your stomach, you're going to get another shock. Roll over. Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Or you turn around, you're resisting me. Get over on your belly. Hands behind your back.
Stop.
Do you want to get it again? Roll over and put your hands behind your back.
The woman makes another attempt to reach her boyfriend, but the officer drags her away by her legs and uses the taser on her for the third time. The boyfriend tries to intervene, but the officer warns him to stay back and uses the taser on the woman for the fourth time, nearly depleting the second cartridge. The officer asks the boyfriend to tell her to cooperate, but the woman breaks down in tears.
Where's her clothes at? Nope. Nope. Are you going to make me fight you?
Yeah,
Stop.
I guess. It's really, please, I'm begging you.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get back. Get back. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Second cartridge deployed. Pulled. Get on the ground. Get Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Bro, you need a controller. Get her on the ground.
The officer is out of taser cartridges and the woman still isn't complying. The officer repeatedly tells her to sit down, but she's climbing a wall and heading towards the glass-bottom boat. The officer calls for backup, reporting that the woman has a male subdued with her, who's trying to calm her down. The situation is escalating, with a crowd gathering.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Tell her to sit down.
I don't know what else I need to do. I'm like,
Sit on the ground. Sit down.
I don't mean any harm. I just want to.
Sit on the ground. 6326. She's climbing a wall, heading towards the glass bottom boat. Get her to sit down. 632610. Just for SEAL 14. She has a male subject with her as well. He's trying to calm her down right now. You're about to have a whole lot of people here.
Backup arrives, and the woman is instructed to put her hands behind her back. However, she refuses and tells the first officer, "I've had enough of you," before physically resisting and fighting the officers. It takes 4 officers to finally subdue and handcuff her. She is then taken away in a police cruiser.
Go ahead, step back. Step back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Ma'am, hands behind your back.
I swear you've done enough. You have done enough.
Drugged out.
Stand up, ma'am. Where's her clothing?
Where's her clothing at?
Go get it for us. Yes.
Yes.
Walk this way, ma'am.
She took 2 cartridges. Pulled them out. Come on, let's go. Let's go. She's coming.
Oh, please. Okay, seriously?
You need to listen.
Let's go.
Seriously.
Seriously. Just make sure they're good. 6326 away.
The officer questions the male about their relationship, and he reveals they are married. The officer then speaks with a Silver Springs employee who explains that they have been trying to stop the couple for an hour because they were disrupting the area where children were playing. The employee also mentions that they received reports of a woman swimming naked.
Is she married to you?
Yeah, we are married.
Okay. Take a seat on that wall right over there until we figure some stuff out. And they're going to be right back with you. Okay? I'm Officer Dixon.
Hi.
Wildlife.
This has been an ongoing thing for like an hour.
Oh, really?
Yes.
We just got the call.
Well, we couldn't find them, and we kept getting reports that they were further down.
Okay.
And we would call over to their agency, but then they weren't being an issue. So then we didn't see them, we didn't find them, we thought they went further down. Then we got another report. So this is the 3rd one, and we finally, Nikki decided we're calling law enforcement.
Okay.
So I heard, you know, the people were up there telling us that they're over here naked and jumping in the water, and I'm like, dude, there's kids everywhere.
Right.
You know, and then they're like, well, they're acting like they're on something, and blah, blah, blah. So they just have been a serious issue. They really don't need to be in the
How many
water.
times did you tell them to get out of the water? Or
I didn't get a chance. There was 2 people that reported. I never got a chance to tell them to get out of the water.
Okay.
Because every time I'd come over, they were gone.
But there were kids and everything else around at the time they were naked.
Kids, adults, all kinds of people.
Okay. I was looking for you when I came over and saw her.
Yeah, it's okay.
The scene shifts to the boyfriend, who shows the officer where they were swimming. He explains that his wife got scared by a 6-foot alligator and came out of the water naked. The officer reprimands him, saying that swimming in this area is illegal and that their presence attracted the alligator. The officer then orders the boyfriend to gather all of his wife's belongings and warns him that if they're caught there again, he'll go to jail.
There's a 6-foot gator right
Oh my God.
right there. Alright, you can come grab her clothes now.
Okay, let me grab her clothes. Thanks for shining that light.
They ain't dumb. Were y'all swimming here at all?
So my wife was like, we were just passing by and then, yeah. She,
So you swimming is what attracted that thing, by the way. That's why there's no swimming in these springs.
Oh God. Sorry.
I
know, I was like, should we go to like a different, where's the best spot to like swim actually? Because we wanted to just swim.
Silver Glen, Alexander, you can swim in those. You can't swim here. You're good. Just so you know, you are going to be trespassed from the state park. If you get caught back on it or anything else, you will be going to jail.
The husband is concerned about his wife, who's being treated by EMS after being tased by the officer. The officer explains that she'll be taken to Marion County Jail and booked for resisting arrest and indecent exposure due to the presence of children. The husband asks about the bail process and is told to call the jail for more information. The officer also shares that this is their first time using a taser in 30 years. Meanwhile, the wife is being prepared for transport, and the officer offers to take pictures of her taser marks, which is a standard procedure.
And then what? So what do I have to do in terms of like her?
So she's getting, she's getting booked in right now and all that. You can attempt to call them tonight. They might say she's still in processing and all that, but they'll give you a better idea of what the bail is going to be and all that, and what the steps moving forward are. If not, you can call it in the morning and all that. However, even if you call it tonight, you're not able to get back in there to get your car to go get her until you get your car in the morning. So she's probably going to be spending the night there.
Think we can get these on her? No, I would just... Okay. Come on in. Stand right over here for me.
Stand over to the right for me.
Go ahead. Keep on going over to the right a little bit. Up against the wall. She doesn't have property. That's an easy one.
The only other thing you need is this.
We're what? We have... Well, it's going to be resisting... I mean... I'm going to do an indecent exposure on it because of the kids and everything before we got there. And resisting, yeah.
That's all we need. Those two charges are fine.
Dude, I've never... Listen, first time in 30 years I've ever tased anybody.
Really?
Yeah, so...
An officer rushes towards a man shouting commands. "Step out of the car, hands up." The man refuses, saying he's a self-willed pursuit. The officer warns him to comply or face being tased. The situation escalates, with the officer threatening force and the man resisting arrest.
"Hey, step out of the car! Let me see your hands! Hands up! Do not run from me!" The car's occupied. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! You're gonna get tased! You're gonna get fucking tased, man! Get on the ground! Get on the fucking ground!
Officer tackles man to ground, but man grabs taser. Officer regains control, warns man to stop, but man refuses. Officer tasers man, who falls. Notably, this officer is a cadet, still in training, and not yet sworn in. Intense situation puts his training to the test.
Move it! Move it! Get off me! Move! Move! Give me another hand! Give me another hand now! You're gonna get him again! Give me another hand! Alright, please. Put your hand behind your back! Please don't! Now! Grab his arm. This one? You're gonna get it again! Nope. Whoa! Give me your arm! Please. Give me your arm! Please.
Two officers arrive and try to cuff the man, who resists and claims they hurt him. They suspect a knife and use force to subdue him. The man becomes agitated, using expletives and claiming injustice. One of the officers, a female cop, recognizes him as the same man who threatened to stab her yesterday during a chase. The officers find a knife, calm him down, and offer medical attention.
Can you please let me up? Give me your other hand. Give me my hand once again. Give me your other hand. Let me get up first. Get your other hand out from under you. No. He keeps saying he has a knife, so watch out. Okay. Oh, stop hurting me. Give me your other hand. Slide it out. I'm mental. Slide it out. I'm mental. Slide your other hand out. Do it, bro. Kill me. Give me the other hand. Tell me all you want, huh? You're gonna get tased again. Okay. Get your other hand from out in front of you. No. Please, I'll give my hand. Just let me get up. Please, sir. You hurt me real quick. Okay, grab this arm. He keeps saying he has a knife, so I haven't pulled it out from under him yet. I don't have a knife. Keep that one close. Get your hand out from under you. Slide that cuff on. Okay.
254, so we have one in code.
Oh, I have a knife. Yes, you do. Roll the other side.
Who's Julian?
I don't know.
Julian 41.
Where's my Julian?
I'll put pulling you up right now. Pull your picture up and see if it is you. Because you're the one who tried to tell me you were going to stab me the other day too when I was chasing you.
Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. I need an ambulance. You will get an ambulance. Can you send me your car real quick for now?
Okay, so
The officers attempt to put the suspect in the cruiser, but he resists and tries to bite them. To prevent further issues, an officer brings a face guard helmet. The Community Service Aide, CSA, explains the situation to a sergeant, recounting how the suspect led them on a foot chase, tackled the officer, stole their taser, and threatened to stab them with a knife. The officer managed to regain control and use their taser to subdue the suspect.
Stop. No.
you want a helmet on? We can put a helmet on you if you want.
All right, sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Put a helmet. Do you have a helmet? Soft helmet.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean all that. Oh.
Take a break, bud.
But you guys have seen it. Don't bite me. Mommy!
How old are you?
19.
You're 19?
I think. I don't know.
He's doing this because he said he knows what to do to not go to jail. He's trying to get.
I mean, I don't know. What are you talking about?
That's okay. You'll end up there one way or the other.
What are you talking about? Trying to stab you, ma'am?
Huh?
You know what you said the other day when I was chasing you?
You weren't chasing me. He just bit me. So we roll up. He's in the back of the car. Give him command of the guy. He takes off running. Foot pursuit. Catch him. Here I tackle him. A little scuffle. He grabs my taser, pulls it out, tries to tase me. Grab his arm, hold it down. He starts reaching for my gun. Broke when I was able to reach my taser. Broke contact with him. Tased him. Flipped him over. Got one hand. Cuffed him up with one, and his left hand was stuck underneath him. Okay. Says, I have a knife. I'm going to stab you. Okay. So that's when I decided to just hold him down with that arm pinned underneath him. So we had 82, and then we flipped him over. There was a knife in his pocket. It's right here. Okay.
Is this Julian? No, right? Maybe it's him with long hair? An officer asks the suspect to cooperate. You can either tell us your real name or we'll take you to APD evidence, where they'll ID you through fingerprints, and you'll face another charge. We're trying to work with you, but you need to work with us too.
This is the guy who ran from me the other day that they swore was Julian. It's not Julian. Right? Or is it? Is it him? He's just got long hair? Maybe?
You don't want to make this harder than it's going to be. So you can either tell us your real name, or once rescue checks you out, we're going to transport you to APD evidence. They will take your fingerprints and they will ID you that way. And then you pick up another charge. Now we're trying to work with you and not add charges on.
The CSA officer asks the female officer if she has any pictures of the suspect, and she replies, no. He then requests to take pictures of the suspect's injuries. Just then, EMS arrives on the scene. The sergeant asks them to tend to the officer who was bitten by the suspect.
But you have to work with us.
Did you get photos of him?
What's your date of birth?
Alright, do one real quick. Okay. If you want to just do like close-ups of that and that.
Get my shadow in it.
Obviously, we've got a whole bunch of really good felonies. Do you have any damaged vehicles?
Not mine. Does your vehicle have any damage, Connor?
No. Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah. And then you just get photos of him.
Radio. Did your radio good or is it messed up?
I think it just has some dirt in it. Scratch my glasses, man.
Yeah, he got bit by a fender. I just want to make sure.
Got
Obviously,
me
I'm going to do
like
risk
there.
board. I just want to make sure.
I don't know if that was from the bite too, but I know that one was the bite.
Get that clean. People are nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Right away.
Yeah.
And then we have our. Oh, you got tased.
I'll get my rescue over to take care of you.
Okay.
The suspect's mother arrives and explains that he has been diagnosed with mental health issues, but hasn't taken medication in 2 years. She apologizes for his behavior, citing his impulsive tendencies. The suspect is charged with battery on a police officer, disarming a police officer, resisting, and outstanding warrants. The mother expresses concern for the officer's injured hand and thanks them for their efforts.
And he does suffer from quite a couple of mental health. He's been diagnosed, but is off meds, been off for about 2 years. So,
okay.
Well, if you don't need anything else, I'm going to go back to my school.
All right. Thanks for coming. Yeah. No, it's not your fault. Thank you guys for coming out, and I think he cooperated a little more once you guys kind of told him to calm down. So thank you for that.
My son, I'm sorry, he just has this mental health, impulsive behavior, and he's got a couple warrants. So he's my boys. He's not the only one. They have deal with mental health issues, and they're runners. They run from cops. They're just not the best thing, but their impulsive behavior just says run, and they're gone.
Yeah.
And I'm really sorry about your hand.
No, I appreciate that, and you guys have a good rest of your day. Okay.
I'm gonna take off. Okay. Good luck.
A Florida woman was taken into custody after attempting to stab a sheriff's deputy with a tire tool. The deputy ordered her to put her hands behind her back, warning her to comply. When she refused, the deputy issued a stern warning. "You're going to get tased if you don't put your hands behind your back." The woman was eventually subdued and taken into custody.
Hey. Just set her back. Put your hands behind your back. Stop! You're gonna come through with it! Now I'm not playing with you. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Put your hands behind your back now. You're gonna get tased if you don't put your hands behind your back. You know that, right?
Flagler County officials responded to an emergency call on May 11th about Brianne Gadary, 41, riding her bike against traffic and keying vehicles. Deputies arrived and arrested her.
Come here, now. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
As he tries to subdue her, Gadary becomes agitated, shouting about TV producers and demanding they be brought to the scene. She repeatedly claims she's being recorded, saying, "You're videoing me," as the deputy struggles to secure her.
Listen, you're gonna let me go.
Lay on the ground.
You're gonna let me go.
Lay on your
I got all
stomach.
your fucking footage
Lay
on
on
the
your
TV.
stomach. Lay on your
No,
stomach.
you're gonna bring out all your producers right now. All your TV you're gonna bring them out now. Bring them out now.
Gadary continues to reference being recorded on video.
I'm trying to get her secured. She's resistant. Yep, you better bring them out. Bring them out.
You can for now.
Yep.
Put your hands behind your back. Do it now.
No.
What are you doing this for?
Because y'all are videoing me. You know you are. I told you to stop for years. You know.
As the situation escalates, Gadary attempts to stab the deputy with a sharp tool. The deputy orders her to put her hands behind her back, warning her that he'll use a taser if she doesn't comply. Gadary continues to resist, referencing a TV show and claiming she's being recorded, insulting the deputies and refusing to cooperate. Despite repeated warnings, she fails to stop, and the deputies ultimately use a taser to subdue her, bringing the altercation under control.
At one point, Gadary attempts to stab the sheriff's deputy with what officials call a sharp fix-a-flat tool.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stop!
You're
gonna come through with it.
Now I'm not playing with you. Put your hands behind your back. Do it now. Put your hands behind your back now. You're gonna get tased if you don't put your hands behind your back. You know that, right?
During this time, Gadary again references a TV show and being recorded.
More for your TV.
Yeah, you think so?
More for TV? More for TV, right? That's what it is, right?
Don't move.
That's what it is, more for TV? Huh? That's what it is?
Don't move, I'm telling you now. You get tased if you don't stop.
That what it is? That's what it is. More for TV, right? Yep. More for TV. All for your TV show? All for your TV show, huh? You fucking red
Despite being cuffed, Gadary continues to resist, struggling with first responders. She refuses to calm down, directing profanities at them, making the situation even more challenging. The scene becomes increasingly difficult as Gadary's behavior escalates.
Where'd you pick that up from?
I didn't pick that up. I threw that.
You see? No, that though. You seen that right there, right?
Oh yes, that's what she was stabbing the car.
Okay.
Even after she was cuffed, Gadary continued to put up a fight with first responders.
Hey. Just set her back now.
Despite being subdued and placed in the cruiser, Gadary continues to hurl expletives and shout obscenities. She now faces a slew of charges, including aggravated battery and resisting an officer with violence. Her arrest record reveals a history of troubling behavior, including domestic violence and disorderly intoxication.
No, where's all the cameras? Bring them out. They're all over the place. Listen.
Gadary now faces multiple charges, including aggravated battery and resisting an officer with violence. She also has an arrest history, including domestic violence and disorderly intoxication.
A confrontation ensues when a Cocoa Beach police officer approaches a man pushing a shopping cart, claiming to own Publix in most of Cocoa Beach. The man, identified as John Carney, refuses to show his driver's license, admitting he doesn't have one. The situation escalates as Carney becomes agitated, using profanities and accusing the officer of harassment.
Cocoa Beach Police Department?
I've seen you many times.
Yeah. I noticed you're out with a Publix shopping cart right now, pushing it around.
I own Publix.
You own Publix?
I do. John Carney, you can call him and ask.
Oh, okay.
I own the building I stay in.
Oh, okay.
I own most of Cocoa Beach.
Okay. Well, let me see your driver's license, please.
I don't have to show you anything. I don't even have a license, and I've talked to you assholes. Is this on?
It is.
Great. Yeah, I've talked to you assholes.
I'm going to be
plenty
out
of
with a
times about where my
13P
ID
at the
is.
beach end
Are you
of First
listening to
South.
me?
Can I get 94? Yeah, I'm listening.
Well, I listen. I'm a cop.
Okay.
Private citizen.
Okay.
Understand? So shut up while I'm talking.
Okay, man. Well, you don't got to say shut up, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
having a
still talking
professional
over the
adult
top of me. I
conversation.
could make a citizen's arrest right now if you harass me with this guy.
Okay. Hey, do me a favor. Just stand over there for me. All right?
All right.
A man refuses to comply with an officer's requests, claiming his ID and belongings were stolen in Miami, and insisting he owns everything, including Publix. He defiantly stands his ground, refusing to surrender his beach cart, and accuses the officer of having no probable cause. The situation escalates as the officer demands he get down on his knees, threatening to use force if necessary, and ultimately pulls out a taser, warning him to comply or face the consequences.
Now, I've told you once before.
Step over here.
Actually, many times. Tell me what to do.
Step over here.
No.
All right.
Now, listen. My ID and everything I own is in Miami. Stolen by a meter maid.
I apologize. First North.
Stolen by a meter maid and a tow company called Beach Towing.
Okay.
Now they have my driver's license, my social security card, my birth certificate, everything else that I own. But I'm able to trade psychically. So I own everything here. I even own this guy. So if you guys want to haul me in for questioning about my cart that I've already talked about many times, it's a beach cart. You can approach Publix if they decide they want to press charges against me for owning Publix and having my own beach cart. Let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to walk away right now and just.
Well, no, you're not going to walk away. You're not allowed to walk away.
What are you going to do about it?
All right, you're not allowed to walk away.
What are you going to do about it?
All right.
You going to tase somebody?
Get down on the ground right now. Get down on the ground. Get down on your knees right now.
Absolutely not.
All right?
Absolutely not.
Get down on your knees like I've asked you to do.
You have no probable cause.
I tried to do this the easy way. We'll do it the hard way.
An officer demands a man get down on the ground, leading to a physical struggle and arrest. The man protests, claiming no probable cause, while the officer cites reasonable suspicion of a stolen shopping cart. The man insists he owns Publix, accusing the officer of trying to arrest the owner.
Now get down on the ground.
I'm not getting
all right,
on the ground.
You are getting down on the ground.
Don't touch me. You're assaulting me.
All right,
you're under
arrest.
You're under arrest.
16 Cocoa Beach. I'm going to have a male detained.
I'll know everything about you by the end of the day. No probable cause to arrest me. You have no right to put handcuffs on me. No reason to put me in cuffs.
I sure do.
You don't have to.
All right, sir.
You're right here. You're like over with.
Sir.
Don't touch me.
All right. Sir, I am Officer Stanley, Cocoa Beach Police Department.
Who you are.
I stopped out with you because I had reasonable suspicion that you were in possession of a stolen shopping cart.
You have absolutely
That is a legal Florida state statute.
Fuck you, asshole.
I stopped out with you.
I'm at Publix every morning. I own Publix.
I recognize the guy.
You're trying to arrest the owner.
Spontaneously uttered.
As the officer prepares to search the man, he refuses to cooperate. The man demands his personal belongings and shopping cart, but the officer insists on returning the cart to Publix. The situation escalates as the officer tries to restrain the man, who claims his rights are being broken and identifies himself as a Navy SEAL.
It's the first thing you've said that is correct.
Hey, my cart and all my personal belongings are right over there. I want my stuff.
Well, first of all, we're going to get your stuff. Second of all, I'm going to return the shopping cart back to Publix. So that's going to happen. I
want all my stuff.
We're not worried about that.
Don't touch me.
All right? I am going to touch you, and you are going to let me touch you.
I'm a Navy SEAL. You're
I thought you were a Navy SEAL.
Sir, I'm trying to be nice. All right, I'm not going to say another word to you. Let me switch sides real quick.
A bystander agrees to provide an affidavit. Then the officer explains the situation to the sergeant. The officer recounts how the man stepped towards him, leading to the deployment of a taser for safety reasons. The officer initially approached the man due to reports of him yelling and impeding traffic, but the situation escalated. The man became aggressive, walking towards the officer even after the taser was put away. The officer notes the man's fascination with tools and knives.
Hey, Cart.
Fuck you.
Well, really, I just wanted to identify the guy, but he's obviously a little signal 20, which is probably not his fault, but, you know, I don't know. Now, I'm gonna go review my body camera before I charge him with the assault, but I definitely, I know, but he did that because he wanted me to tase him.
Right.
Which is totality of the circumstances, nah.
He definitely has a thing for tools and knives.
Yeah. So here's what I got, Coop. We're on the other side of the building watching traffic enforcement.
sir.
I see the gentleman come by. So he comes by with the shopping cart, and we've been getting some calls over the last few weeks about people yelling and impeding traffic and yelling. So more than anything, I just want to identify him. I have reasonable suspicions he's in possession. I saw him with the shopping cart. He left the shopping cart to come to the beach.
And it's clearly
I confirmed I had the green, but then I confirmed the logo before I made contact with him.
Sergeant Cooper, the shift supervisor, checks on the individual's well-being and asks if they're willing to answer questions. The officer discusses the legality of taking a shopping cart, believing it to be a felony, but Sergeant Cooper clarifies it's likely a misdemeanor unless there's probable cause for theft. The officer agrees to look into it and offers to store the cart in the bike impound for later handling.
How you doing, partner? My name is Sergeant Cooper. I'm the shift supervisor. Are you okay? Do you need any medical attention? Are you going to answer any questions? I just want to make sure that you're all right. Okay. I believe the taking of a shopping cart is a felony.
I have to look. I know it's at least a misdemeanor.
No, I think what they...
Oh, it's possession of it is the misdemeanor. If I had probable cause that he took it, it would be a felony. You're right.
I'll look it up.
Go ahead. I appreciate it, boss. You want to just dump it all in the bike impound and I'll deal with it when I'm done? Yeah. I think that's the best thing to do.
The suspect becomes agitated, invoking religious references and threatening the officer's career. The officer remains calm, reviewing the suspect's information. The suspect continues to hurl insults and vows to ruin the officer's life. Despite the suspect's charges of simple assault, resisting, and possession of stolen property, the officer emerges unscathed, their career intact.
Liar. God damn you. Bear false witness against Jesus, you know what comes after. As long as you understand that, I don't have a problem with it.
Just trying to do my job, man. You won't tell me who you are, so I'm just having to look
You're
at the guy.
a fucking idiot. You shouldn't have this job. I'll make sure you lose it. I'll do everything for the rest of my life to make sure you lose every single thing you have. You have my worth. You have my worth on that.
This suspect was charged with simple assault, resisting, and possession of stolen property. The officer still has his job and hasn't lost even one single thing since the incident.